Hello and welcome to my first real video on this YouTube channel. My name's Lycan and today we will answer the question: can you launch a nuke successfully without killing or destroying a single robot in the nuke silo? As this is my first video, please remember, don't expect like any crazy editing or something. If you have any tips or recommendations, please tell them to me in the comments. And yeah, keep in mind, this is my first video. I hope you will enjoy this video. And yeah, let's just jump right in. So, what are the rules? What am I allowed to do and what not? Well, the first and most important point is of course that I'm not allowed to destroy, hurt or interact with any robot. Meaning that if I punch a robot, I've lost. If I destroy a robot, I've lost. Robots and turrets are the same thing in this context. So every time I refer to robots, I also mean the turrets. By interacting I mean things like hacking, because this is one intelligence perk I believe where you can hack robots, and I'm not allowed to do that. Second rule: I'm allowed to use chems and everything under the 8 section. So stealth boys, for example, I can use as well. Third rule is dying, taking damage or being spotted is of course allowed. Otherwise this would be quite impossible, and the title is Pacifist Way. Being spotted is not very non-pacifistically, if that's a word. And to the last rule: hacking into terminals that influence robots is not allowed. So what do I mean by that? By that I mean, for example, there are some terminals throughout the silos in which if you hack them, I think level 3 hacking, you can disable the robo-brains, because every single sector has its own robo-brain, and you can also turn the turrets on the robots. So that's forbidden. I mustn't do that. So let's move on to the equipment that I will use. Let's start with the armor. Of course, I'm gonna use the newly added Chinese stealth armor that you get after the second Foundation Settler's quest. Secondly, the perks. You will need agility on 15, your sneak perk card on level 3, and very important, the perk card Escape Artist. It helped me a lot in this, and it never procced as much before as in this silo, so I was pretty happy that it helped me through this. So really it's a must-have in my opinion. And optionally 2 stealth boys. Why you might need them, you will see later. So that's all the pre-info you need. So let's just jump right into it. I will see you at the silo. The first step to launch the nuke is of course entering the silo. So let's just go inside the building, inside the elevator and go down. Of course, this first part is the easiest part. So once we are down, the first real part begins, but we're gonna call it the second part. Getting past the first laser barrier and moving on into the first real sector. So, now you can see we actually started the quest or mission, whatever you want to call it. And now we can head inside. You can see I'm completely invisible because of my Chinese stealth suit. So here I'm just gathering some junk because I'm low on steel, and yeah, gathering junk is always nice so you never run out of important stuff. So the first step is to head into this room and grab the old biometrics ID card as you see here. Then you must delete the ID code or the biometric data of it, which I already did now. I have a blank biometric ID card. I'm looting a bit more, and the next step is to get your biometric data on that ID card. So right now we're heading to that chamber. A turret saw us. Here for some reason a robo brain is bugged out. I have no idea why he's A-posing. He's dead, and you will see this bug occurring multiple times. Well, I think only 2 times during this video. So, here is the room with the biometrics. We're gonna close the door to avoid being detected and get our biometrics scanned. And that's almost pretty much it. This first part is pretty easy, and it's pretty obvious that we're gonna do that without having to kill a single robot. Now we head back to the room where we deleted the biometric data of that card and put our biometric data on the card so we can pass the laser grid to the next section. You can see I'm just following a robot and no one really sees me. The turret doesn't see... yes, it does see me. But the turret is the only thing that sees me. I don't know why, but the turrets have some kind of better seeing system, I guess. So now we have a biometric ID card with our biometric ID in it. Now we're going to head to the main room and just put the ID card through the reader and the laser barrier in the back. You saw it for a split second. Will now turn light blue and we can pass through. So far so easy, I would say. And we're now gonna head to the next part. This part won't be hard either, as you can probably expect if you've done a nuke launch before. Here I'm just checking for more scrap, but for some reason some are empty, so I assume I entered right after you can enter it again, because after you launch a nuke, I think there's like an hour cooldown till you can launch the nuke again. So let's just continue on. There are no enemies on the way there, except this one iBot who is flying by, but he should be no problem. Since iBots have a very bad detection range, I think even the worst one next to the Protectrons. But here we just have to go down this hall to the reactor chamber. This part is gonna be pretty easy too, as you can expect. We can hear robots shooting, but I don't know what it is. Here you will now see another bug. The iBot will glitch into the ground, but it's not dead. You can see how I'm getting scared because I think that the iBot will detect me all of a sudden. But I tried to loot it somehow. And this... here I'm getting scared. And the Lieutenant Gutsy is blocking the way. So I'm trying to figure out what to do now. I'm going back to see if I can loot something, and if that in the time he moves away, but he doesn't. Now I'm still waiting for him to move away, which he still doesn't. You just saw the iBot moving, the iBot is stuck in the ground. So we're still hidden, the Gutsy doesn't see us at all. I'm still waiting, but now I just decide to walk past him, and it worked like a charm. He didn't even expect me. There wasn't even any caution thing. He had tried to get through the door while it closed, but that failed, kind of. But now I went through and we are in the reactor chamber. This part was actually pretty easy, and in my opinion even easier and quicker than if I would have actually fought. I don't know why the turret in there exploded, but hey, it's just gonna help us, right? So here I'm just gonna jump in. That was when I realized that this is actually an open thing. I thought there was a glass panel here, but there isn't. So we're just closing this door to be super safe. It didn't close, so let's close it now. And head to the terminal. Nothing should see us, so let's just restart the reactors. Well, shut down. The restart happens later. So this part is pretty easy too. We have to now go outside and repair all of the pipes outside. So the only thing we have to do is repair the pipes and just avoid enemies, which shouldn't be that hard since I have sneak on complete and agility on 15 and I'm invisible. Here you could see the RoboBrain saw me for a tiny bit, which kind of scared me because the RoboBrains have a really good spotting range, so yeah. but gladly it didn't completely see and attack us, so we just head on and repair the rest of the pipes, which shouldn't take too long. Here we just walk past an Assaultron like it's nothing. Well, we sneak past him, her, I guess. Assaultrons are built at a female body for some reason. There are not many pipes left, we're halfway done. Let's just continue on. I was scared by this legendary Lieutenant Gutsy. He saw us or suspected that we're here. But he didn't attack us and we're just done now. So let's repair this pipe and these two. And then there's 3 more to go and we are done. There's one right by the Assaultron, which I'm kind of scared to repair. So I'm just gonna repair this one. And this one. And save the one next to the Assaultron to last, because the Assaultron is just fixated on that point. But because we're invisible, I think we can just repair it. And tada, it worked, and the Assaultron didn't even expect us. There was not even a caution thing showing up again, which really surprised me, since Assaultrons really easily see you too, from my experience. So let's restart the reactor with 1 minute left. That's a pretty impressive time. In runs where I've done this with killing all robots, it took way longer. Here I'm just taunting. Yes, we did it. Part 2 is done. Well, part 3 we could call it, if entering is really a part. Now we have to head to the control room, the 4th part. This part is also pretty easy, since we don't have to do much or almost anything at all. As you can see, I'm just going to that room, passing by, looking for a scrap to grab maybe. And yeah, nothing special happens on the way there. I think there's just one Eyebot that one Eyebot will come out to the store right now. We just hide, but this is pretty unnecessary. We could have just walked past it, I believe, so... But yeah, let's make it more dramatic. And let's play safe. I mean, we are allowed to die, and we are allowed to take chems and be spotted, as long as we do not kill a single robot with our own hands. Those are the rules, as I said at the beginning. So, as you can see, at this part we just have to destroy these mainframe cores. This takes a while, but it's pretty easy, and actually way faster too. Believe me, really, at runs that I did before, I have launched like 3 nukes in the last 4 days. It took me way longer to destroy all these mainframe cores and the robots. Here this turret saw us. As said, the turrets spot you pretty easily for some reason. And yeah, we just wait till it collapses again. And then we're going to destroy the mainframe cores. So the caution meter should be all the way up and we should be hidden. Yes. Now we're going to destroy all the cores and the turret doesn't see us this time. I don't know why though. So let's just head on in the next room and destroy more cores. There's no real danger here. One Protectron, but they have a really bad sight too. Because, I mean, they're not military robots. Mr. Gutses have actually a better seeing than Mr. Handy's. And yeah. So I just ran away from that one because he was cautious of me. So we just... No, it's the turret. The turret saw us. I don't think the Gutsy sees us a single time, because we hide pretty well. Here the turret saw us again. So, now we're just destroying more mainframe cores. We're waiting for this Gutsy to go over there, where we just destroyed all the cores, and destroy the ones at the console back there. The turret doesn't isn't cautious of us anymore. And yeah, we're gonna destroy these cores now. See, the sight is still pretty bad. But if it would be a bit closer, I think he would have spotted me. Well, we walked just right past one at the beginning, so I guess that's a bit different, right? So maybe the sight is not that good. But to be fair, he only had one eye and he was bugged out just like that eye bot. So I think that played a role too. So now the small, not the quickest part, the room with all the mainframe cores. Well, most of them at least. I think you can probably get most of the mainframe cores in this room, if not all of them. Well, maybe. I don't think you can get all of them in this room. But hey. So here we're just gonna destroy more. I think here happened some... yeah, right. Here's this one perk that I mentioned earlier. Really helpful. And it saved my ass. And I've never seen it proc like this before. So I was really happy that it worked. Right around now. So you see the turret up there? It will shoot at us in just a second. And we just run away, sneak, and we're completely hidden. Not even the other robots saw us. Isn't that amazing? I've never seen the perk proc like that before. And I was really happy that it did. Because it really helped me out. So now we're done with part 4. And we're gonna head on to part 5. Here we're just gonna go down and avoid the assault run that's always patrolling down there. There she is, and we just hide behind this pillar right here. That was pretty unnecessary. I think we could have just stood there and she wouldn't have seen us. So let's just move on to the next part, the control room. So, this is when stuff became not really harder, but more time consuming. Because at this part we have to remove and replace 15 mainframe cores. And why I have problems with that, you will see soon enough. So here there's a major gutsy, which is just moving away, so we can just sneak behind him. Nothing too bad yet. I was surprised the turret didn't see us. We open this door, head through it, and the other turret didn't see me either. The sentry bot activates behind us, and we just head to the mainframe core computer to remove the mainframe cores. I tried to fit through that gap, but you cannot fit through there for some reason. So we're removing all these damaged mainframe cores. Now we need to replace them, but how? Well, I just head for the workroom. But before that, we have to get past the sentry bot. Here you see this bug again. Another A-posing robo-brain. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know why this happened, but hey, it's easier for us. So now we're trying to go to the workshop, and we're just gonna move past the sentry bot to the workshop. We need to head to the workshop, if you didn't know, so we can repair the mainframe cores that we have to place in the new slots.
Now constructing additional security units.
But there's one problem. 2 Lieutenant Gutsies. So what am I supposed to do? I can't just repair them. Well, I try anyways. But as you can see, we get attacked instantly. Here's another example of this skill proccing. We run out, sneak, and we're hidden. Again, really nice. Here I'm just expressing my confusion on what I am supposed to do. So we head back inside, and I try to lure the Lieutenant Gutsies outside, but we're not really successful with that.
Look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
As soon as we're hidden again, or just cautious, they start moving back into their old positions. So, what to do? I'm looking at stealth boys, but I don't want to use them yet. They will be more beneficial later.
A level 4 security event is in progress.
I want to try to get in there, but, well, we can't. So I just decide, let's grab all the mainframe cores, because you do not have to repair them. You can find 15 mainframe cores all around this room. So that's what we're gonna do. I've actually never done it this route before, but hey, it's like perfect for what we are doing. So we're just moving around. We already gathered 3.
Additional security required.
And looking for our 4th one. This process went way faster than I thought it would. Here's already our 5th one, I believe. Oh, no, only the 3rd one, okay. I cannot count. Here we're just deconstructing some scrap because we can't do it. Here I'm expressing my anger, because here I could have repaired all the mainframe cores, but of course there's no scrap bench here.
Fabricating replacement security personnel.
Yeah, I love this robo brain. That A pose is just perfect. Peak performance. And we have the 4th mainframe core. And the 5th one. 1/3 of the way there. So from here on, I'm just gonna speed up the process till we are at the end and replacing the mainframe cores. So at this point we're trying to get into here. So we just go to the terminal and open the door. And as always we get hidden instantly again. We're not even in danger anymore, so just in caution, meaning we don't get attacked anymore. We look around in here, but we cannot find a single mainframe core, which isn't surprising since this room has nothing to do with the one we were in just before, because you can get in there at the very beginning. So yeah. Back up to the sped up. So, we finally have 15 mainframe cores. Meaning we did this part without killing anything. I was really proud. I knew it was very possible, but I didn't think I would actually find all mainframe cores. So let's just place all inside. Be cautious of that sentry bot. I don't even know what its spotting range is. But I don't think it's that good, to be honest, even though it's a military robot. So as soon as it turns away and its protectron stops staring in our direction, we access the terminal without anyone seeing us and open this big security door. And we're done with part 5.
Security incident resolved.
Wait for the guts to pass by and go through this door. Part 5 is done. And it's time for the 6th part. The launch preparation. The hardest and longest part. That people doubted I could even do. Because in this part you have robots coming out and preparing the launch of the nuke. But all the robots in the room are attacking the launch prep robots. So what should we do? You will see. We just walk by this gutsy, up the stairs, and we are in the launch prep room. Well, almost. And now we are in the launch... well... no, I need to get those sweet ballistic fibers. And here we are. Control room. So here's the first part, where I was confused on what to do. There is a turret up there. And I have to access the terminal to my right. What should I do? So here another bug happened that I cannot explain. But can you explain bugs even? I don't know. But you will see it in just a second. At first we're just trying to do it normally, so launch code terminal and start launch prep, but that's not possible since 2 turrets attack us. They don't do that much damage, so I could have probably survived it. And here's also another prime example on how useful this perk is. We're already hidden again. So at this point, a bug happens. It should be around here. You heard me mention before that I will use the stealth boys, and here it is. They are necessary, for sure. Unless you have a high health or high resistance to energy, you need stealth boys. You're just thinking, just damage resist? But then I realized, do stealth boys work while walking? Since I don't really use stealth boys. Here I'm eating because I'm low on food. I'm just thinking, stealth boy? Maybe, let's try it. And it kind of bugged out with my stealth suit, as you will see in just a second. Go into this hallway and stand up, and use the stealth boy to see if it actually works while standing up. And it does. So we sneak, but even though we are sneaking and double invisible, we get instantly spotted. I don't know why. But yeah, here's our first death. We accept deaths and try again. So we're back now at the control room and get our stuff. So I was certain this was just a bug. So I thought, hey, let's try again, maybe it's not bugged now. So here we are using another stealth boy. And as you can see, tada, this time it worked. We started the launch prep
Launch prep sequence initiated.
without
All personnel take your
anything
stations.
happening.
All personnel
Nothing even
to
saw us,
stations.
nothing was cautious of
Assembling
us.
launch crew chiefs. Launch control chief.
And
Active.
here starts the part
Proceed to station.
that people thought is
All
impossible.
section launch in progress. Security teams to the control room.
At the beginning there's just
Security teams
one
to
robot.
the control room. All personnel to your stations.
As you can see, he's already getting attacked. But he needs to get protected.
Don't let the alluring voice fool you.
Yeah, I'm confused. What do we do now?
Destroy. All crew chiefs destroyed. Initiate the reconstruction process.
So he got destroyed now. He didn't even make it to the console. Is it even possible? That's what I was thinking at that point. Especially with this level, and it's only 46, but a 3-star legendary. Well, let's just go to the robot fabrication terminal and make another one. We can make as many, and I was very persistent to actually finishing this, because I wanted to know, can you do this? So here's the control chief. He has more chances now since there's no Assaultron, where he is walking this time. And as you can see in the top right corner, in just a second, the launch prep is starting. I was really happy and very optimistic on that we're gonna do this. We closed this door so that no robot sees us, but in hindsight I don't think we had to do it. Yes, it's possible.
Action required.
So just do it again. Here I'm just checking if the robots are gone. And yes, they are. This Assaultron seems to be bugged downstairs. But the RoboBrain still moves around, so this is our first the reactor where the RoboBrain 2 that didn't A-pose.
Launch
So yeah,
control
we're
chief
just gonna
active.
make another one, and I'm gonna speed up till there are more. So at this point, now 2 more robots spawn, which makes everything much easier and much faster.
Replacement security personnel. Launch control chief destroyed.
Our top guy is destroyed again,
Progress has slowed.
so we're just going to make another one.
Launch control chief active.
So now we have 3. Won't it be more complicated now? Yes, it will. The process will be faster, but also more complicated. Since now 2 at a time can get destroyed. But I was lucky that the telemetry officer sometimes was very tanky. And I also had the luck, I don't know if it's here right now, but I also had the luck that some robots sometimes exploded.
Launch control chief
I don't know if they actually did damage to the other robots, but I think they did.
active.
Yes, here. Our control chief just exploded. But it did not do any damage to the Assaultron, as it seems.
Chief telemetry officer destroyed.
Now the telemetry officer is destroyed, and we just move on to his terminal
Propulsion officer
and
destroyed.
deploy him again, and then move to the propulsion officer's terminal and make another one of him. I'm gonna speed up again till we have 5 robots.
Additional
So here I'm just basically running in circles. From the control officer to the telemetry to the propulsion officer, just in a circle. And sometimes back to back, as you saw right here, if they get destroyed instantly. Since the control officer can die pretty quickly after he gets reproduced. So at this point we have 5 robots, making everything way easier. At this point I was pretty convinced we will launch a nuke today. So nothing really changes here. We just have 2 more robots on the side, making everything way faster. So I'm gonna speed up again, till the next big thing happens. At this point, we finally did it. We had 50% done. So quickly. I was very optimistic, I was very excited, adrenaline was pumping, my heart was pounding really. I was so excited that I was actually doing this. So let's just speed up till the next and last big thing. So, here we are, at the end. As you can see now, it pops up. We've done it. The launch prep is complete. Yes! I knew it was possible. And we flippin' did it. Well, just one more thing left to do. The last step. Actually, launching the nuke. At this point I was pulling up the launch code because I forgot doing it prior to recording. About to start going inside here. So you might be thinking, hey, how will you launch that now? Won't the robots attack you? Yes, but you remember? I have one more stealth boy. So I'm just gonna use that up and launch the nuke. Because of my excitement I put in the code wrong. I forgot the 8 at the beginning. This explosion just completely scared me. And with all my excitement I just quickly pressed this in. And launched the nuke, of course, at Fisher Site Prime. Death from above. And here you can see now, that's how it's done. Here's the Zordon attacked us, but we're just running away. And getting back up to the surface. And that's how you do it. That's how you launch a nuke as a pacifist. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please consider liking and giving me recommendations in the comments on what I'm supposed to do next. Because I don't know what to do next. We'll think about it, but this one just popped into my head. And I thought it would be pretty interesting to find out if you can actually launch a nuke as a pacifist. And the answer, as you saw, is yes. Yes, you can. So please consider liking and I hope to see you again in the next video, whenever that will be, or when I'm streaming live on Twitch. Hope to see you again. My name's Lycan, and goodbye. Yes, I killed the Scorch Beast Queen. Well, everyone that came, we all killed it together.